Just cat it!
It is easy to create tests in Cat Studio, run them, react to findings, and rerun them again and again. But pretty early, you'll also need to share the results of your work with your team, with your stakeholders, or even with some automated processes. In this video, we'll explore what options you have. You configure the outputs on the project page. Let's start with Microsoft Excel, which is perfect for sharing test results with your team or stakeholders who may not be familiar with CAT. Click Add Output. Choose Microsoft Excel and click Apply Changes. And let's run the tests. Notice that Cat Studio by default does not generate the outputs. You need to enable this option. Because we didn't specify any name and path for the output file, Cat created it in Test Results folder next to our project file. Let's open the generated file. The file contains all test results. It also includes all the details of each test, like test suite, description, tags, and other metadata. This Excel format makes it easy to share your findings with other people. You can, for example, filter failed tests, assign each failed test to somebody, and share via email. This workflow requires zero effort to set it up and no technical knowledge from the recipients. Next is JSON, a format that many other systems can read, so your test results can feed into other tools or scripts if you need that later. Let's specify the name for the output file this time. testresults/latestresults.json. This way, Cat always overwrites the file because the name is always the same. Let's run the tests again and see the JSON output. If you ever automate things, for example with Python or PowerShell, you can use this file with other systems, such as creating Jira tickets, starting cleanup processes, etc. The options are wide open. Two other formats are JUnit and TRX. They offer teams that run tests inside automated pipelines, for example in Azure DevOps, GitHub Actions, Jenkins, or similar platforms. With the help of JUnit or TRX outputs, you can integrate your tests into such a pipeline very easily. Here is an example of a pipeline in Azure DevOps with failed data tests. You can see the same information as in Cat Studio: failed tests, their names and descriptions, samples of erroneous data, SQL statements, and more. Let's set up the outputs. Notice you can use a timestamp placeholder in the name. Test results/cat-timestamp.xml. Timestamp keyword must be enclosed in curly braces. Let's rerun tests and explore results. All the expected files were generated. So far, we've been setting up outputs to files. That's handy, and there are many use cases for that. But Cat can also send the results to database tables. If you use MS SQL Server, Postgres, or Oracle, you can have all your test results, including all the details about each test, in one table. Cat even comes with Power BI reports that you can use as a starting point for sharing information about your testing efforts. All these reports are based on the output that you set up like this. Add a new output, go to the Database tab, and enter the name of the table where you want to store the test results. This option is available when your project already has at least one data source that points to SQL Server, Postgres, or Oracle. If the table doesn't exist, Cat will try to create it. If your database doesn't allow that, for example because of permissions, you can create the table yourself. The script is in the Cat documentation. You can even pick only columns that you want. Cat adjusts automatically to the structure of the table. Based on the data in the table, it is trivial to create any reports. Typically, you don't set up all of that, just use what you need. The point is, don't keep the test results for yourself. With Cat, it is easy to share them via Excel, JSON, pipelines, or reports and dashboards. Your team and stakeholders will see what's going on. Problems can be found, prioritized, and fixed, and data quality becomes visible to everyone who needs it.
Just cat it!